In the back wall of our sanctuary at our church is a verse that's been painted on the wall. It's from Matthew 28:19 and 20. It says, "Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey all the things that I've commanded you." We call that the Great Commission. It's basically the marching orders that Jesus left his disciples and us Christians before he went back to heaven after completing his work on earth. It's the mission that we have as Christians. It was when he sent us out to go and make a difference in the lives of others for him. Just recently I got back from a teen retreat that we do every year. It's a retreat that's geared towards helping these teenagers who will be going on mission trips this summer just get ready for what lies ahead of them. Hopefully put them in the right frame of mind and get them trained to be flexible and ready to make a difference in other people. We focused this year on that word, go, from the Great Commission. We talked about how important it is for us as Christians to understand that God literally entrusted us with the greatest message in the world, and there's no plan B. If we don't go, then nobody hears, and people won't believe, and salvation is lost for them. When we were researching the material, we were looking up quotes about this Great Commission, and I came across a quote that I'd read before, but it hadn't jumped out at me this way until we were getting ready for this retreat. It was by a missionary named Hudson Taylor, a great missionary in China. He said, "It's called the Great Commission, not the Great Suggestion." I don't know what it is about the Great Commission that we sometimes think of it as a suggestion. Almost like as if Christ was being raised up into heaven, he shouts back down and says something to the effect of, "Oh, and if you're bored, you could always go and tell other people about what you've seen." When the reality is that that statement was a directive. It was, now this is why you're still here. You need to get up and you need to go. There's an urgency that's implied that this is what matters most. From this point on, you need to go. And we understand urgency. In our daily life, we deal with being urgent and needing to be places and to get things done, and the urgency that goes with that. We deal with that on a daily basis. We deal with that as we're trying to get to work on time. That's why we call it rush hour, because we're urgently trying to get to work, and everybody has to be at different places at the same time. There's urgency in that. We deal with rushing to get to the theater or to a concert early so we can get the right seat, because it's kind of urgent that we not get stuck in the back or in a place where the experience wouldn't be that good. We deal with urgency and needing to make appointments and make it to the parent-teacher conferences on time, or to get there in time for class before the bell rings. We deal with urgency a lot. And yet somehow, for me and probably for you, the concept of urgency has been removed from the Great Commission. We've kind of taken it sometimes as the Great Suggestion. The stats will tell us that in this month, in the next few weeks, as we approach Easter, more people are going to be willing to accept an invitation to come to church or to a church-related event than any other time of the year except for Christmas. That means, and on Easter Sunday, the barista that hands you your morning coffee, the cashier that hands you your change and your receipt at the supermarket, your co-worker sitting in front of you, beside you, your classmate, maybe even your teacher or your professor, have made plans to go somewhere for Easter Sunday. They may just not have made plans where. It's up to you to go and to reach out to them. When you put it that way, I can definitely feel the urgency in reaching out to the people around me. Can you?